Squirrels! So hello, and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra video. My name is Chris, and today we will be playing this deck, which is a Demacian Allegiance deck with some Noxus. We've got Draven and Katarina in there. That features Stony Suppressor, which is a card that I really love and gets to be showcased very well in this deck because we don't run that many spells. And what is the idea? Well, the idea is to just smack them down with your units, and buff them up with Bannerman and get a big kill with Cytherea the Bold, and win the game like so. And it's a really fun deck, and the games I've got for you today are pretty good. I think they're fun games, and they showcase particularly Stony Suppressor off pretty well, I think. And unfortunately, my microphone has messed me up because the game audio is slightly, like, I don't know what the word you would use for it, but like metallic. It is slightly metallic, the game audio. You'll have to forgive me because I did a test. I normally do tests before I start recording to check that that isn't the case. I did a test and it wasn't the case, and then as soon as I started recording, it just changed back, and I can't hear it when I'm playing, but when it records, it does that. And so I'm really sorry. But I really like the games that I got, and so I've decided that, I'm just going to stick with the games. I'm really sorry about the audio. I will, because apparently it happened yesterday as well, and that one was just me being stupid, but today it wasn't me being stupid, it was the microphone being stupid, and I don't know why it really happens. I think there's something wrong with perhaps the cable that connects it in. But yeah, try and ignore it if you can. I brought it up, so it's probably even more hard to ignore, but watch the games, and you'll see this deck in action. You get to see Katarina as well make an appearance, which is really fun, and you'll get to see Stony Suppressor in a big way just absolutely destroy people, because the mana advantage we get from it is pretty hilarious. And yeah, that's all I've got to say about the deck. So enjoy the games, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with better audio quality, and I'm very sorry. Ooh, Fiora Shen, and particularly Fiora Shen can be quite tricky because we don't have the best ways of dealing with some things. Now, if we had an elite, this is obviously pretty good. The spells costing more will definitely impact them more than us, so I think I will look to use that. And we did find an elite as well. It's all coming up. We have a nice curve here as well. Back into that. Now we have a bit of a choice in terms of what we go for here. I think I do want to play one of them because I want to play Bannerman here. So I think I will play Lucian.
Don't get in my way.
I think that's the right play. I know I could have used this. But honestly, I think I can save it for this. Well, let's see. Could have some kind of barrier here. I don't want to risk, to be honest. I think I'll just go for this. Now we can't play Repost. Still play Sharp Sight. Plays Fiora. So now he can't play any spells. We can attack with both of you. I could play Shen.
Looks like I'm ready.
Bayfolk. Okay, I think I will take the risk of going for this, which we get. I don't mind trading Lucian for Fiora. Can't get that, which is pretty big. Spells still cost more, don't forget. Yeah, we'll block that. Reason not to. And also gets a help there. I think we'll go for this then. Go for the Challenger on the Grizzled Ranger. And we'll look. Maybe that was a mistake because obviously it dies. Maybe I should have waited for that. Still, it could die for you. Also Concerted Strike now. So now Fiora will die for certain. You can see already that this is causing pretty big problems for them. Now they can't play a spell because this still lives. And now they still can't play a spell, so I get to attack. Yeah, I like Stony in this matchup quite a lot. As you can see, it's doing a lot of work here. Now, we didn't see Shen, which is pretty big as well. Okay, now we see Shen. Gonna have a choice here as well. And I think my choice is you. Potentially block Shen. Even if he sharp sights this with the extra cost, it won't kill this. We have this in the deck. I know this looks like a weird 5-drop to have, but it's because it's an elite, essentially. So I think here we go for Katarina. And Katarina is helpful as well because the Blade's Edge can get rid of a barrier. See what he drops. As I said, seeing Katarina here as a 7-mana champion can be pretty useful. Play Screeching Dragon. Attack with you. Obviously attack with Katarina as well. The block Katarina. Good for me. Now, barrier or not, that doesn't really matter. Just to block this instead. I mean, I'll Blades Edge this if he does anything, or Sharp Sight if he goes for like Sharp Sight. I'll Sharp Sight back. Yep. I will 100% Sharp Sight back. Don't worry about that. I think this is pretty big. Damaging Shen is actually not bad either. So now we have a rally any turn we want.
They'll never know what killed them.
No need to go for the Blade's Edge. We have no spells in hand, so I actually feel pretty comfortable going for this as well. And really just, you know, making those spells feel pretty bad. Oh, he probably feels like he needs to attack here. I'm going to play this Grizzled Ranger.
Let's mess some folks up.
Yep. Going to start taking some of these Stony Suppressors. We will play Katarina. Plays River Shaper. Can attack with you. Could block there, but then it'll go down to 2 health. And he can't really, again, play any spells this turn. We just get in the free damage. I think I'm just going to go in with all of these. And you, to be honest, because this trades with either of these two, so no reason not to go in with them as well.
Turrets, pull them down. There is no dispute.
And yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Ranger's Resolve does nothing, and that's the only spell he could have. We kill Shen. We get the potential rally next turn. I mean, it's lethal next turn anyway. Yeah, this is lethal next turn. And then we still have extra attacks anyway. This has been quite the game. I don't think there's anything he'd do. Yes. Okay, Nocturne, Diana. Certainly an interesting matchup again. How many spells does that deck run? More than us, for sure. Most decks run than us. I like Grizzled Ranger, I think. I like Lucian. I might drop these two, to be honest. I might want to go a bit earlier. Maybe look for like a Fleet Feather Tracker or something like that. Might double Cithria. This could be a bit awkward depending on how fast they go. The flight. Well, we will get Lucian out. And outside of Diana, they maybe don't have the best ways of killing Lucian. Potentially we could, like if Diana only has 2 attack, we could save Lucian. I think from our opponent, but that's expected. We attack what they play. They have a flight coming up in hand. Interesting card to get. Which I will play. Now this means if he does play Diana, he can't Pale Cascade it. Say Diana comes down, has to attack, goes for Lucian, I Ranger's Resolve, can't then pay a Cascade in response, which is pretty big. Now if he has like double onlooker, that's pretty bad. Maybe he does, looking at that. But if not double onlooker, it's not the end of the world. We will probably be playing Grizzled Ranger next turn. Nocturne is always a worry. You're just a bit too late. I think I'll have to play you next turn. With the idea of giving Cythria a challenger, perhaps?
Raise your weapons, Sunwood.
I will trade those, that's fine.
You leave me no recourse.
Okay. See what he's up to. Still have attack with these two, of course. I find that these spells cost more. It really does make a difference, although that's a nice card for him to have, I suppose. Yeah, we get in 6 damage. Okay. This Badger Bear is hopefully going to help hold down this fort. That's Senna, that's pretty big. I like having Senna there because obviously if he plays like Nocturne or goes for this into Nocturne, tries to kill Lucian, we get Senna leveled up, which is
Ours is the one true light.
Let's play you. We don't want to show Senna just yet. Next turn, go for those. Still have a block for this. We can block you. With not. Okay. I mean, I could always just sacrifice Senna into this if I wish. Block there. Block there. Does have Diana as well. What's Diana on? 3 or 4, so we need an extra 1.
No more lies. Face your
Let's take Lucian. Let's see if he attacks with other things like these. I'm somewhat wondering if it's even worth saving this Lucian. Because then I couldn't go for Tattered onto Cythria. I could just pick this off next turn. I think I'm going to let that die.
monster.
Yeah, I'm going to let that die and then look to play Cythria, play the Pursuit on their next attacking turn. To kill Diana this next turn here. The idea being that Oni should live. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to play Cythria. We have an attack with you. Maybe you. Obviously you. And this. Wait. Depending on what he plays, I mean, I could just smack him in the dome with that. There's only this, right? I mean, if he gets a Nightfall off, or another Fearsome blocker, then he can block with this. But say he plays like, say he picked up the Flight and he just plays the Flight. I could probably challenge the Diana. Nocturne. Okay. Break me. So I will still take Diana. There shouldn't be much he can stop about that. Still attack with you. I can trade this off as well, so I think I should. We could trade there, but then he doesn't get the Overwhelm, which is pretty big. He obviously kind of should want to block this, you would think. Yep. And probably a block there, but he's going down to 6. Okay.
Moonlight guide me.
Only goes up to 5 attack. Now he can't play another Pale. Still dying. Oh, wait, what? Why is this saying 5? What? Why was that saying 5? And it was 6. Okay, that confused me a bit, but either way, we're here now. I could Sharp Sight and try and kill this, depending on what he goes for. Obviously, I can block here as well. We shall see. Interesting you played that turn, because now he needs another Nightfall activator. Just attacks with all. Okay. Well then, there's no need to play the Sharp Sight, because I'll just do this. Still have this Ranger's Resolve if I want it. He goes to like kill center. We'd also save the damage from. Going out to 5, I still feel pretty safe. We get a pretty good trade there. I think first I'll just play you and see what's up.
We were peaceful once.
That's not doing much for him. I think I can play you. Just wants to draw the card. Okay. Seeming a bit desperate. This Stony Suppressor is coming pretty big, I think. So far. Wow, yeah. Coming very big. And he's likely to just pick up the Flight. And the Flight doesn't do anything. Well, it blocks. I mean, yeah, no, yeah. It doesn't do anything because it can't block the others. And considering we have Pursuit and we have Sharp Sight, we should be able to keep our things alive here. And Ranger's Resolve. Between these, we should be able to win. Perfect amount of mana for all of them if we need, but I doubt we will need.
Temperamental as moonlight.
Just to like pale. How much mana it's costing him though. Yeah, he does have to just pale. But as I say, with Pursuit we should be fine.
Cannot hold us down.
Even I could just Sharp Sight and see if that wins the game. So we'll buff up you. We should be good. And we are. Okay.